Hello everyone, and today Huntress joins the Watchtower for monitor duty. That's coming up next. Hello everyone, welcome to the Watchtower, and like I was saying, today I got in the new Huntress Premium Format by Sideshow Collectibles, so we are going to do an unboxing and review today. This is one that I have the original Huntress PF that they put on order, so I wanted to get this one as well. Even though I love that first one, I wanted to get this one as well to kind of compare them, and we'll do it in the future, a couple weeks or so. We'll do like a versus video, kind of comparing both of them to see which one I like more. But this is the new one today. This is this new Huntress statue. So we're going to go over it, unbox it, review it, all that kind of stuff. But first, we're going to go over the box real quick. So this is the front of the box right here. Got the picture of the statue and the name of it, Huntress, right there. Got side, it's just a little bit more of like the background of the box and everything. Back, another shot of the statue. Side, not really anything, a little bit of the dock there. Top of the box says Huntress. Bottom, nothing, as always. Alright, so that's the box. Let's go ahead and get her up here and get her assembled. Alright, we have the foam up here now. Let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at the figure inside. Alright, so here is the figure in the box. So we got an arm there, got the head, another arm, the knife that sticks in the base itself, the body of Huntress with the cape, and the bow staff. Alright, let's go ahead and get her assembled now. Alright everyone, we are ready to go to get her assembled. Got the box up here, so let's go ahead and get started on that right now. So we're going to start with the base here. And this is that dock themed base. So there's that dock themed base. Got the crowbar there. A little bit of broken glass. Kind of got that green paint on it from the sides and everything, like the wires coming out and reflecting it. So there was 1,750 of these in this edition. So that's the bottom of the base right there. So like I said, 1,750 edition size. I got number 884. So about smack dab in the middle right there of that edition run. And there's no exclusive for this. There's only the collector's edition. There's no swap outs or anything. It's just the statue you see here. So that's why there's only that one big edition size. So anyway, there's the base right there. So there's that. So let's go ahead and then get her body on here and everything and put that on. Alright, so there's the body, and the cape is wrapped around the body, so you're going to have to kind of unwrap the cape a little bit to get that on. There we go. And then there's this big key right down here that this just slides into. So we'll go ahead and slide that key right in. There's that. And then we got this fabric cape. It's got the wire in it that we'll have to mess with a little bit because it's kind of all messed up right now. We won't do that right now. I'll do that in a little bit and have it ready to go for the review. But there's the body and everything right there. Let's go ahead then and put the arms on. So here's the one arm right here. Put that on right there. There's one. There's the other one right there, so we'll put those arms on her. Good strong magnet for those. They're not going to go anywhere. So there she is with the arms. Yeah, she looks kind of like a scarecrow right now. Kind of got her arms out there. So that's that for right now. And then next, we will put on the bow staff. bow staff on. And alright. So there's the bow staff there. So you're actually gonna what you're gonna do to put the bow staff on, you're gonna put this arm on first, slide the bow staff through underneath the arm, and then you put this other arm on after you already have this through and kind of put it around so it stays in place. So there's that. So there it is with the bow staff. And then we'll go ahead, before we put the head on, we got this knife here that sticks in the base. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll put this knife in the base. And that goes, so right here on the back, down the bottom, there's a little hole for the knife. And we'll slide that in right there. Okay, so there's the knife then. The knife is sticking in the base. So there she is so far. Yeah, this body looks really good. Very nicely done with the body and everything. Looks good paint and everything. Really like the body. That looks good. Alright, so let's do the head now. So that head looks really, really nice as well. So there's the head on there. The hairs looks, oh, got a little bit of foam there. The hairs look very nicely sculpted, everything. Very well done with the hair. The mask looks good. Yeah, she looks really, really nice. Her eyes look really well done. I saw some pics online of some people that got theirs in, some early on-hand pics, and on the pics, the face looked really, really bad. The paint on the lips and everything looked bad. In person, it doesn't look bad at all. It looks really, really nice. She looks really, really cute. Honestly, I would have preferred if her mouth was closed and not open a little bit. I think it would have looked better if it was closed, but just looking at it, yeah, she's super cute. She's not, I don't have the issues I had when I saw the pictures of it, when I was like, oh wow, that looks really, really bad in pictures. It looks a lot better in person, so I'm really happy about that. Alright, so there she is, all put together. I'm going to take a minute and look her over, and then we're going to be back and we're going to do the reviews, guys. Alright, stay tuned. Alright everyone, so I have taken some time and I've looked her over, and we are going to do the review now. As always, guys, I start down at the bottom and I work my way up. So we're going to start down at the base here. But before I actually get started on the base, I do want to point out that this right here was in the bag that I missed when I did the initial unboxing. Those are the little shards that's supposed to be glass from the bottle that goes on the side here. So just, guys, make sure that you double check your boxes when you get them, because this little bag right there was tucked into a little side of a hole in the box there. So that's there. So just don't forget that, guys. I'm not gonna put those on because I'm gonna be moving this and stuff, and I don't want these to fall off. But they are in there. All right. So moving on to the base now. So this base, she's on this like wooden dock base. Got the green glow from the water and everything on it. There's the base, got a knife sticking there, the crowbar and everything. This base, I like the idea of it. I don't love this base. I don't think it's really like well done. Parts of it. I don't think this looks like wood. I just, if you look at like their Robin PF they did with the wooden floorboards, that looks like wood. This to me, even though it's supposed to be like wet and weathered and aged and everything, I don't think it looks like wood. I just don't think it looks like wood at all. It looks, I think it looks like plastic, like a plastic base she's sitting on. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the green that they put on the side to try to be the glow of the water. I don't like that at all either. Some of it is because like right here it's going up the side. It wouldn't that green glow one going to be going up the side right there. It's like overspray and stuff. It doesn't look like the glow of water. And the fact that it's on both doesn't really make any sense either, because it would just be on like the bottom of the bottom of the dock and everything. It wouldn't be on both levels, because this would block that light. But maybe that's just a nitpick on my part, but I'm not a huge fan of this base. I don't think it looks like wood. Yeah, I don't. The paint, I think, is what fails it. I don't think it's a good paint. The crowbar looks cool. The crowbar looks really good. I like the rust and everything on the crowbar. The bottle's pretty cool as well. That's not a bad element. But other than that, like, for the most part, I don't think this looks like wood and everything. I think the paint was just wrong on this. There's nothing wrong with the sculpt. I just think the paint wasn't well done. It looks like plastic or something. It doesn't look like wood to me. I think Sideshow's done better examples of making things look like wood when they paint them, and this isn't a good example of that. Also, as you can see right here, I got a little bit of a gap on mine. Not super noticeable, but she does have a little bit of a hovering foot situation there. I've tried to push this down as much as I can. It doesn't look like it's going down anymore. So she's got a little bit of a hovering foot, which I'm not happy about. Overall, in this entire piece, before we get started anymore, there are things I really, really like about it. There are things that I don't like at all about it. I'm very mixed on this piece, but we'll get into that more as we go up. But the base, definitely not good for me. And then moving up is to a part that I really, really, really like. I think the body itself is very well done, and the paint on the body is very well done. I love this, like, the dirt and the weathering on the boots and everything. I think that's a nice touch, something that the original PF didn't have. The original PF was very clean and everything, but this, you can tell that she's been out in the fight and everything. I love the paint and the sculpt on the body. It looks really, really great. You got all the lines work and everything coming up the back, all of that. I think she looks great. The buckles look really good. I really, really like the sculpt and paint on the body. Again, you got the utility belt and everything, and the straps going around it. I think she looks really good there. And then moving up, the skin tones look really good. All this, the weathering and everything, the sheen on the upper body, I think looks really, really good. I love the weathering and the dirt on the hands and the knuckles and everything. Once again, looks like she's been fighting. Really, really like that. And then, again, really, really nicely done with the arms and everything. Those look great. The cape is okay. This one's a pain. I have some other mixed media capes, and they were not as big as a pain as this one. I think because this one's so big, it's a real pain to try and position anyway. So I'm not a big fan of this cape at all. I just really hate this cape. It's very hard to move and get into a position where it looks good. Everything keeps folding up on itself and everything, so I'm not a big fan of this cape. I think I'm just moving farther and farther away from fabric capes. I was at a point where I was like, I don't really care. They're alright. They kind of like, you got cool flow to them, but at this point I'm just like, this one was such a hassle, and it still sucks in my opinion. I still think it's terrible the way it's posed and everything. I don't like how I have it, and I've messed with it for a while, and this is about as good as I can get it. So I think I'm just moving away from fabric capes and don't really want them in my collection anymore, and just want sculpted. But with that being said, I do like that with this cape compared to the previous PF, it came with the cape already attached. These were already attached, so you didn't have to push the cape in, which was kind of a problem with the other one. And if you have to move it or whatever, it's really hard to get those little things out to take the cape off. But really like that. And then we have this bow staff, really cool with the bow staff. She's kind of got it over her shoulders there. Nice design idea. I like the whole design of her. Some people don't. Some people think they don't know really what she's doing, but this is the other one. I mean, yeah, this is kind of cheesecake too. The other one's a little cheesecake, the way she was standing and everything. This one's a little cheesecake as well, but there's a confidence to it. It's like she's just taking out a warehouse full of guys. She's walking down a dock, and she's just like, and then I'm imagining there's someone else in front of her on the dock, and she's just like, yeah, look what I just did to all your friends. I'm going to do that to you too. I don't even care. I think there's just a real confidence and a sexiness about this pose and everything that I really, really like. So I don't have a problem with it like some other people did with the pose. And then moving up, we have the face sculpt. And I know there's been a lot of criticism online from people and everything. They think that the face looks weird, that the lips look underpainted and everything, and she got that little, like, overbite. I'm going to say that on camera, in pictures, it looks worse than it actually is in person. Yeah, so it all depends on the angle you're viewing it from, too. So if you're kind of, I think it looks better if you're kind of looking at it from lower down. Even direct on, it looks a little bit better. I think it looks weirder when you're up above or whatever looking at it. I think it looks a little weirder there. But other than that little thing, which I don't really have a problem with, I mean, I prefer the face sculpt on the previous one, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But I prefer the face sculpt on the previous one, but I think this one is really well done. The eye shadowing and everything looks really good. She has some very, very thick eyebrows. Or not eyebrows, but eyelashes. She's got some very, very thick eyelashes. It's impressive. But I think the mask looks great. The skin tone looks great. The hair, I keep going back and looking at this hair because the hair looks fantastic. It's so well sculpted. You see all these individual strands and everything, the flow of it. It looks really, really good. I really, really like the hair here. Such a great job with the hair. But yeah, I think overall, she looks really, really good. The base, I mean, I freaking hate the base. I really do not like the base at all. The cape I don't like, but the body and everything else itself, even the face, I don't have a problem with the face. I think she looks very sexy and very, very nice. I also know there's been some controversy, people thinking that she's underscaled or whatever. I measured her. The whole statue itself is a little over 20 inches tall. Without the base, she is 17 and a half inches tall, which would, in quarter scale, which would make her 70 inches full size, which is about 5'8". I tried to look up what her height is in the comics. I got anywhere from 5'5" to 5'10". So if you're looking at that she's 5'8" in this, she's probably right in scale with anywhere where her height has been listed at, because she's all over the place height-wise. I had some sites listed at 5'5". I had some sites listed at 5'10". So 5'8", a little over 5'8". She's right in the middle of that. I don't think she's underscaled at all. But yeah, I think overall she's a very nice piece. Some parts that I don't like about it, obviously, like I said, but I think overall the body and everything is really nice. I mean, I think if maybe you can get someone to repaint the base, it'll probably be even better, because the figure itself, she's fantastic. I really, really like her. And then, guys, we are going to be doing, in the next couple weeks, we are going to be doing a comparison between her and the original. I want to go over what I like about both of them and everything, and kind of like declare kind of like what my winner is between the two. So we are going to be doing that. So look for that, guys. But thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you the next time I log in for monitor duty up here in the Watchtower.